If you're anything like me, then it's likely that you mindlessly scroll through videos on TikTok. It's also likely that you've noticed a lot of the same TikToks in the form of different trends. It's common sense in the days of the internet to want to replicate the success of someone else's idea, especially with the short-term content that TikTok offers. It's as simple as taking 5 minutes out of your day to potentially get millions of views. With the amount of content being pumped out of the app, there are bound to be some trends that are distasteful or sometimes just bad. As someone who's addicted to the internet, I have a lot to say on this topic and too many examples to cover in one video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. With this first one, I'm just gonna jump into the deep end. Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer fan cams and thirst edits. These videos disgust me for multiple reasons, obvious reasons, and I don't know how anyone with more than 2 brain cells can look at a serial killer and think for 1 second that their actions were attractive or hot in any way. The fact that some of these people that have made videos can see these 2 men as anything but killers really puts a dent in my hope for humanity and genuinely makes me sick. This trend can honestly suck it, and I hope it never comes back. The manic eyes trend is defined by someone taking a video of their eyes with the caption being depressed eyes versus manic eyes. Usually in the comment sections there are many users saying, "I thought everyone's eyes did this," and when they learn that it's a symptom of bipolar disorder, they often assume they have it. The lack of clarification and poor wording in many of these TikToks makes it difficult to educate about the true struggles that mania causes. For example, poor self-control, poor risk awareness, irrationality, and literal delusion and hallucinations on the more severe side. Mania is not pretty, and it's not something that can be boiled down into a trend. If it weren't for TikTok's notorious ability to spread misinformation and stigma about mental illnesses, this probably could have been a good way to educate people on how to spot when someone is struggling. However, people will never do their own research, and creators will never clarify. Viewers are left in a never-ending loop of confusion and self-diagnosis based on one exploited symptom. Not only do the videos in this trend lack originality, it does so much injustice for mania and manic episodes and downplays this symptom of a serious disorder. A lot of them are glorified thirst traps using mania to get more likes and impressions. 0 out of 10.
Hi Sharks, I'm Aaron Krause from Philadelphia, and I'm known as the daddy of the Scrub Daddy, the cutest but most high-tech scrubbing tool in the world. Today,
Quick PSA, corporations are not your friends. They do not have feelings and they do not care about you. The social media manager for McDonald's Twitter is getting paid to be funny, and they're not doing a very good job. The Scrub Daddy TikToks bring disease and famine to my life. I understand that in this day and age, the next logical step for marketing is social media. However, I refuse to be hypnotized into buying a product because a douchebag who makes $200,000 a year said to watch a picture of chicken nuggets. There needs to be a clear and purposeful distinction between regular content on TikTok and corporations pretending to be real. Proving not everything can be an album cover? Be for real. These videos make me so angry because they're proving that everything can indeed be an album cover, and are intentionally taking aesthetic photos that would almost always make very good indie album or song covers, especially with the filter they use to make it look more realistic. It's a bad sequel to the proving everything can be an album cover trend, and I have seen some cringe ones using this trend, but 90% of the videos are false marketing. This is a crime and should be punished. I am the judge, jury, and executioner, and I say burn them!
Letting my intrusive thoughts take over.
What the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck did you start it?
I don't know, it just looks fun.
Last, but certainly not the least, is the My Intrusive Thoughts 1 trend. I don't see as much of a problem with it anymore thanks to many people explaining the difference between impulsive and intrusive, but in case you weren't aware, intrusive and impulsive thoughts are not the same thing. If you get the impulse to do something that you want to do or think would be funny if you did, that is not an intrusive thought. An intrusive thought is defined by an unpleasant memory or idea that often keeps someone from thinking of other things. These thoughts often manifest as things that a person is deeply afraid of. For example, an adult telling themselves that they're a pedophile just because they smiled at a kid. Intrusive thoughts are unwanted and they make life much harder for those with OCD and others who experience them. this trend can easily be improved by a simple word change. But until that happens, it will remain one of my least favorites. Just to leave this topic off on a good note, here's a video I think really helps to drive the point home.
It doesn't really matter if your intrusive thoughts are normal or not, because nobody will ever know about them. I've had thoughts so horrific and unspeakable that I'm pretty sure I'm actually a sadistic serial killer. As long as I get to the end of my life without doing anything wrong, I will have been a normal person. Anything you can possibly think is fine, as long as it doesn't get out. Don't write it down, don't say it to anybody, and above all, don't do it.
I think that's pretty much everything I have to say for this video. I hope the next generation of TikTok trends aren't as horrible as these are, and if they are, then I guess I'll have even more content. Anyways, if you made it to the end of the video, comment something silly. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a groovy day.